Kapamilya. Hello online world. Another Tuesday, start of August, first episode natin for August. Welcome to Off the Record with Migs.
And Cheska, and oh my goodness, it's August.
Bilis na.
What?
Ang bilis.
bakit,
A month from
bakit ang
now, it will
bilis?
be Burr.
Wait,
It will be Burr.
I didn't even realize this.
Yes. And we're happy to be here, of course, because Off the Record is now on ABS-CBN Sports. Maraming salamat po sa inyong suporta ever since we started our little creation. And now we are here just continuing to give you the stories of the athletes. And please do follow at ABS-CBN Sports on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Sa ngalan po, of course, at your service, Migs Bustos, Cheska, Letan Kalau, and we're glad to have you here, and we're very excited, Cheska, because we have a special guest tonight. Sino bang guest
All
natin?
right. Yes, our guest just keeps growing in leaps and bounds, pun intended. But
Pun intended.
alam mo, Migs, every single time we have, pun intended, every single time we have this particular guest on the show, he he just keeps improving and improving and improving whatever his best finish was in his previous competition. Every single time pagbalik niya sa atin, mas gumagaling pa siya. And it's not gonna stop anytime soon. We can't wait to see what else our guest has in store for us. So Migs, please do the honors.
All right, we have number 3 in the world rankings ng pole vault, men's pole vault. Walang iba kundi si Ernest John, EJ Obiena.
Hey,
Yeah.
what's up, guys?
Yeah, number 3 in the world, EJ Obiena. How are
Hello.
you?
Thank you,
Yes.
thank you po.
All right. Hindi, maganda yung sinabi ni Cheska kanina because we've had EJ numerous times on Off the Record. And every time there's always something new. There's always something bigger and bigger and bigger. And we're just glad that EJ is the same fellow. I always tell this to people that I get to talk to when we talk about EJ Obiena. No joke to EJ, ah. No joke to EJ, ah. I mean,
Sige
ever
po.
since his rise to fame in 2018 and then to now where he is now, he's still the same old nice and humble guy, and we appreciate and admire you for that. Thank you, EJ, and we just want to ask, of course, your reactions now that you are number 3 in the world. How does that feel?
Oh, first I want to say thank you for that, Sir Mix. That's really nice to hear. I'm sure my parents will be happy. So more than me. So
Legit yun,
thank you for that.
legit. Yeah.
I feel good. I feel fine. I think the high is already passed, or maybe it didn't even come. But we're back to work. I'm competing. I'm flying in today. So yeah, need to get my stuff together again, and keep on, as Miss Cheska said, keep leaping and bounding to new heights.
And then of course, EJ, when you talk about sorry, when you talk about being number 3 in the entire world, first of all, again, can you take us through that exact moment when you finished that jump and you knew you cleared that particular height and you broke your own record again?
I think it was just really a lot of things were going on. I was happy that I made it, definitely, but at that time, I celebrated. It didn't register. Oh, it's a new personal best. It's a new record. It's a new height that I have never achieved. I was just, oh yeah, I'm still on the competition. I'm still on this game. So I better keep my focus on, and try to win a medal here. So yeah, that was just what's going on in my head. It wasn't like, oh nice, I won. I've got a new area record, nice, and I kind of just released everything. I kind of kept it in, and I was just like, yeah, I don't know if the other guys are gonna make it. I don't know if we're gonna keep pushing forward. How far is this gonna go? This competition's gonna go. So yeah, I didn't celebrate as much. I was just happy that I made it.
Yeah. When you talk
It
about the
it
World
didn't sink
Athletics
in that quickly.
Championships, Right, right. When you talk about the World Athletics Championships, that is one of the pinnacle tournaments in pole vault, right? And I'm sure EJ, the preparations there were different. Were different. I won't compare which competitions, but it was different for sure. But did you have a specific height in mind where like 594 you cleared that, but then was there something bigger, or you think you managed your expectations?
I think I didn't have any expectations going in the final because first I was already cramping up in the warm-ups. I had some issues with my calf, and that's why good thing my physio was there. Um, all I was thinking is like, hey, try to win a medal, try to win a medal. I've battled all throughout, and I missed the World Indoors where you know, certain press said that it's like sarcastically, keep dreaming, kid. It's like I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm meant to be there. That's what is for me. Kind of, that moment where Jordan said it's personal. That's why I said I'm gonna win a freaking medal here. And good thing I didn't see that guy. But anyway, so yeah, all I can think about was just try to win a freaking medal, try to win a freaking medal, try to win a freaking medal. It wasn't smooth going in. There's a lot of things that just I didn't plan that happened, and some are good, most are bad. And yeah, I'm just happy that I was able to win a medal against all of those, I'll say, distractions. But yeah, I mean, preparation wise, number wise, didn't have anything. Just wanted to win a medal.
Okay, I EJ, when you hear things like that, when you read things like that, because it's I feel like that's a characteristic that separates the good from the great as well. When people criticize you, when people push you down and say you're not going to make it, there's a certain kind of person that either bows down to it and just lets the criticism get to him or her, and then there's the other kind of person who says, well, I'm going to win. And you were able to prove that. Where does this tenacity come from?
Oh, I think I've been like this since I was a kid because I was very small in high school. I was never the big kid. I've oftentimes get bullied from time to time. Graduated college, I was like maybe barely 5'5", barely 5'5". I was short, so I always have been that feisty little kid that fights back, even though he knows he's gonna get beat up. So I just didn't give a damn. So yeah, when I hear those things, definitely pisses me off, and I think yeah, I need a little bit more of that too from time to time to kind of, how do you say, channel that thing. I remember back in 2019, my coach, my advisor Jim, and my psychologist was telling me sometimes you're too nice. These champs have these monster inside them that just switches, and I think that's what triggers me. So it just gave me that spark, and all I can think about the rest of the time where I'm suffering and training and all of that, it's like I'm gonna prove this guy wrong, and I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna put you where you are, and just like that's all I can think about. And just maybe that's not the brightest thing and a good inspiration, probably not sustainable as well as a
Yeah.
motivational factor. But
But
yeah, I didn't like the way he said it. He said, oh yeah, so there's Mondo, there's Chris, there's Tiago, and there's this other kid, dream on. I was just like, wow, okay, I see you.
but
And I was just like, I was not even given an opportunity to be in that World Indoor Championship, and that hurt. That already hurt. And then I read this guy commenting on my post like that. I'm just like, oh wow, okay, I see you. Don't worry, I'll be back, and I'm gonna prove you wrong.
and
That's
that's why I
the
took it personally.
competitive.
Yeah,
That's the
but
competitive nature
see,
of elite athletes.
this is what's so interesting, because when you hear EJ speak, when you hear him tell this story, he's got that fire in him that he wants to prove this person wrong. But also at the same time, when he's speaking, he's still so humble. So how are
Let the
you
game do
able?
the talking. Let the game do the talking daw.
One
Pero
hundred
Di ba?
still
percent.
gawin. Ang galing na, teka lang, yung
Let the game do the
hindi mo
talking.
masabing mayabang siya. Kasi sobrang humble niya. But he's really setting out to prove the haters wrong. And he's doing it. So it's like that's such a great combination. How are you doing this, EJ?
Cheska,
I
you
have
know
no
what?
idea.
You know what? That reminds me of the Klay Thompson quote. Do you, EJ? I don't know if you got to watch the NBA Finals, and then Klay Thompson sounds off on his press conference, and he's like, "There's this dude from Memphis. He was like strength in numbers when they won over us." I'm like, "I'm gonna prove you wrong. You don't know what it takes to be here." Parang chill lang si Klay Thompson kasi parang tinitira sila ng Memphis, 'di ba? They have this feud with Memphis. And then he's like, ganun ah. Parang that triggered his competitive fire. So
Yeah.
parang
Huh.
that yeah. Do you remember that, EJ? That was
I
a
think
press
I've heard
conference
of
of
it.
Klay Thompson. You've heard of
It's
it. You've
funny.
heard of it.
Also, Steph was doing this.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Oh
yeah,
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 yeah. That's
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Those are,
They're,
the sport is our platform. We do the
Yeah.
talking too, but that's where we can prove ourselves more. So I guess I'll just keep doing what I do in that field and that side of the thing. Yeah, I
right.
mean that's probably the best way to do it.
Mm. Okay, EJ, pardon me, I just have to ask this. Of course, our jobs as journalists. When you talk about your recent rift with Patafa, and now it has many resolutions already. If I believe there is already a bill filed by Senator Pia Cayetana, I just have to check more on that. But currently now inside, with your status with your federation, how is that like? And what are the developments now?
Um, Developments. There's a new president in town, Mr. Terry Capistrano. His full
Right.
name is Agapito Capistrano. I have been friends with him since 2019. I've met him actually way back in 2016, but probably didn't know him. I got to know him when I was struggling with my polls, getting it to Tokyo back in 2020 and 2021. So I've been good friends with him. Yeah, I hope that things that are not ironed out be ironed out. I mean, I'm still out of the team. I'm still, for some reason, out of the national team. I don't know why, but it would be nice if I'll be back. Definitely, I think hopefully, the board would be able to see that, and the new administration would be able to make it happen. Yeah, that's there's not much really that happened, I would say, based on my federation and me,
Okay.
and other
So
than, of course, a better relationship with the president.
right, right. Okay. So thank you for that update. So now we're just waiting for the next developments when it comes to that. Okay,
Yes.
Cheska.
All right. And of course, we also heard that since you did get um prize money from your recent victory, you made the incredible decision to pay it forward to support a fellow athlete, to support a fellow athlete who is in need. Can you talk about your thought process when it came to donating that money to, of course, Miss Lydia De Vega?
you know it's she's just not a certain athlete in my perspective. There's not going to be an EJ Obiena, Eric Cray, all of these legends in track without Lydia De Vega. There might not even be Patafa without Lydia De Vega. There might not even be athletics in the Philippines without Lydia De Vega. So it's just a way for me to give back to her. That's one thing. But most importantly, I saw it as she needed it more than me. Yeah, I'm struggling with training, but yeah, my coach is here, my physio is here. I can do what I need to do. I'll I'll make ends meet. But she needs this. This is life or death. This is help. This is definitely much bigger than just sport itself. So it's not a very, how do you say, it's not a very difficult decision to make, especially when you didn't know that the money's coming in. And I'm just like, well, Jim, there's money coming in. I think it's better to do this. And then Jim suddenly says, yeah, that's a good idea. And then I'll put mine in too. And it just made sense. It just made a lot of sense to do it. And I can't wait to hopefully talk to Miss Lydia and, show her what track and field is now. in Philippines, not because of me, not because of just us. It's because of her and her
Yeah.
colleagues who made track what it is now.
Galing. What does it mean to you? Can we dive deeper on that in terms of the inspiration of the I guess more experienced generation, the older generation, like Elma Muros, like Lidia de Vega, for track athletes like you guys? What does it really
Um,
mean?
I think Lydia was the first one who set foot in Asian games and said, Philippines do exist, and we're here to compete with you guys, with the Kazakhs, the Asian, the Chinese, the Japanese. We're here, Filipinos are here, and it's a big shoe to fill in. But having that role model already there makes it easier for me to step and set foot on Asian territory and say, hey, yeah, we're here to compete with you guys. I'm not here to participate. I'm here to win. And that's what Lydia showed me. That's what Lydia actually showed, not just me, the whole freaking Philippines and the history of athletics. That hey, we can compete not just in Southeast Asia, not just in Asia. We're here to compete. Not just compete. We're here to win. So I think that's her probably one of the biggest thing that she was able to show me, and again, not just me, but the whole generation of track and field athletes.
I I'm so glad these names were brought up because again, these are generations of legends. These are generations of athletes that put the Philippines on the map. Lydia de Vega, Elma Muros, and of course, you grew up hearing these names. We grew up reading these names in history books. We grew up reading these names, knowing the kind of pride and joy that they brought to the country. And now here you are, EJ, um, doing the same thing. And of course, this is something that we want to continue for generations to come. We want, children to be able to watch you and say, I want to do that. I want to do what EJ is doing. Because there are children that grew up watching Elma Moros, watching Lydia de Vega saying, I want to do that. I want to do what they're doing. So for you, what needs to be done to continue this cycle of world-class athletes, to continue to continue inspiring more children to go out there and get into sports?
Accessibility. I wouldn't even say continue. I think we need to be better. We need to keep improving because the rest of the countries around us are improving at a very fast rate. Right now in the World Under 20 Championship, two of the fastest guy in the 100 meters are not coming from America or Jamaica. They're coming from Southeast Asia. They're Malaysian and Thai. So, in my opinion, for us to be able to continue our dominance in Southeast Asia and Asia, we need to keep making these sport accessible to kids, accessible as much as accessible to a basketball court right around the
It's true.
corner. And that's how you're gonna find the new Lidia de Vega, the new Elma Muros, and the new hopefully EJ Obienas of the future. And yeah, even Hidden Diaz, that's how you're gonna find it. And I don't think there's gonna be a blueprint making a next Hidden Diaz. But then if you have 5 or 10 next in line, one of those or two of those are probably gonna be next in line. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
the more the merrier. So the only option for you to get that, in my humble opinion, would be to have accessibility to these facilities, to these opportunities to compete and train and do all of these things.
Yeah. Totoo yun. Kasi how will there be a next EJ Obiena? How will there be a next Hakit de los Santos? Right? If that's true,
True.
right? Natalie Uy, if
Yep.
Yes.
there's no access and there's no means to be able to do that. I mean, you have to go to Italy, right, EJ? You have to be there to be able to train at an elite level,
Yes.
right?
Unfortunately, yeah.
So
Hopefully
yeah,
that fact changes.
yeah. It's a long road ahead, and that's why we're here. The role of media is to be able to tell these stories, to create more awareness, because of this. Not just because you're EJ
Agree.
Obiena, you're making news, but it's really the deeper purpose of that, with what you said.
Agree.
All right, let's go down to the
Mhm.
chat. Let's go down to the chat. We just have a couple of questions here. Merong nakakatawang ano lang, may pinadala kasi sa akin dito yung friend ko. EJ.
Sure.
Ano lang, funny lang tong kwento na to. Sabi na, paano mo daw matatalo si Duplantis? Si From Jerome.
Mahirap na tanong yan. Duplantis is, I think, as much as he makes me happy to see that, the sport's evolving, it makes me sad to know that there's going to be this guy every single competition other way, But I mean, we're good friends, and I think everybody knows everybody's out to get him, and I think he knows that. But that's what makes him so unique. He holds multiple age group records, and he's been vaulting. We joke around, pinanganak yan na may hawak na pole. Eh. So he's if unicorn would be rare, he's trihorn. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's not just unique;
yeah.
he's really, really is. But is he undefeated in every case? No. Is he human? Definitely yes. Can he be beaten? Yes, certainly so. So my job is just to keep working hard, keep jumping higher, and bridge that gap. And you'll never know. One of these days, maybe we'll be going toe to toe, and I'll end up on top. But yeah, as of the moment, he definitely makes us look like second grade. But there's a lot of people working hard, and I'm one of those. So hopefully, one of these days, huh? I don't have the blueprint yet, Jerome. So I'll keep at it.
No, EJ will mark it Tuesday, August 2, 8:30 p.m. Manila time. That's when
Yes.
you said one of these days, and then maybe in the future, maybe like, he said that in August too. It's Tuesday, Manila time. He's
Yeah,
out to get him, and now he's there in the future. Looking forward to the EJ, future EJ. All right, sige, yung
fingers
next
crossed.
natin.
All right. This one is from Ben Rances. What is your piece of advice for people who go through struggles to keep going?
Go back to the reason why you started. That's probably one of the biggest thing. And then if you feel like you're not yet content to what you have done and you're struggling because you want to be better, you want to continue, you want to be better, progress, then there's your reason to continue. There's your motivation to battle these struggles. And that's I think a very strong drive, because sometimes people do forget, me too, from time to time, why I started and why I'm doing this. And when I go back and understand why I'm doing this, and it definitely starts a fire in me. I just want to go out and do my workout and get it to the best quality ever.
Okay, just saying hello to our shoutout lang tayo sa ating mga kapamilya. Ben, hello Ben,
Yes.
thank you for watching. Carl Bantang in the YouTube account ABS-CBN General Santos. Uy, hello kapamilya from General
Hello.
Santos. Hello guys. Okay. So ngayon punta na tayo sa lightning
Okay.
round, fast break
Here
round
we go.
natin. All right.
All right.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
EJ, we throw out a question. First answer that pops into your head. Please feel free to say that right, right away. All right, here we go. EJ, are you ready? Wow, game show.
Wait, I
EJ,
just need to
For
answer,
our
right?
first. No, no.
I need to know the rules.
ano lang, first answer that pops into your head.
Okay.
That's the basic rule. That's the
Sounds
basic
good.
Okay. EJ, question number 1. Most important practice drill.
Actual jumping, actually.
Is that your favorite drill?
Okay.
No.
All right.
100% no.
Is
It's
that
the most important one. Actual
Yeah.
jumping is the most important one, but then it's not my favorite one for sure. Definitely.
So what's your favorite? What's your favorite drill?
Just the imitation drills, just walking and doing all these pictures and more in control. It's hard to do new things when it's actual jumping. I think that's the most. It's like in tennis. It's hard to fix that technique that you already have in the actual game. But practice shots. These are okay. It doesn't frustrate you as much.
Okay, sige, next
All
natin.
right.
EJ, if you weren't a pole vaulter, what do you think you'll be?
Tennis, hopefully, though it doesn't.
Tennis
love me, but
player.
I love
Oh.
tennis. Yes.
You have the physique. You're lean, and you have long arms.
Yeah, but very bad coordination.
Okay.
Okay. Next, EJ, best hype song.
What's this? Forgot the title. This is the always. God dang it. Um, I sang "Industry Baby," but that's my second song. That's the first song. Praise the Lord. There you go. Praise the Lord.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the song that I play in most of my competition. And it goes, it rains, it pours, and this and that, this
Okay.
and that. I love it.
Ah.
EJ, speaking of
Oh.
competition, what is your usual ritual on competition
I take a
days?
shower, I pack my bags, check if my number's there, walk out, stay happy, keep smiling. Just yeah, just that. I always take a shower before I compete. That's just my habit.
Okay. Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
EJ, favorite pole vaulter of all time.
Sergey Bubka. Though we had an issue, but still Sergey Bubka. It's a very difficult um throne to dethrone because a guy who broke the world record 35 times is definitely one of the greatest who've ever done it.
Favorite cheat
Okay.
meal?
Cheat meal, kare kare.
Kare kare.
Wow. Ooh.
Ah, ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Are you having
I
lots of
miss that.
Filipino food in Formia?
No,
No.
unfortunately, it's a very small town. There's no Filipino food here. Luckily, I
Okay.
was able
Oh
to
no.
eat Filipino food when I had a stopover in LA, and
Yeah.
definitely kare kare in Tualia. That's the
Okay.
best.
The shrimp.
Ah, yes.
Ah, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
good. That's good.
EJ, your top priority when you have a free day.
Rest. Most of the free day are really for resting. Don't want to do anything. Lay in bed, watch a film, maybe play a couple of games. Just rest.
Okay.
Okay.
Boring ko.
EJ. De, okay lang yun. Recovery is key, right?
Yeah.
That's
That's so
true.
important.
That's so
Yeah.
important. Actually, Renner Nitwalo mentioned that in her previous stream, right? The importance of if you're out and out and out, but also there's a big value to recovery and rest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of
So yeah,
training.
that's part of training. If you have, it could, if you could have any superpower, EJ, what would it be?
Flight just makes everything
Ooh.
easier. Oh, you want to go there? Yeah, just fly there. You want to go to the other? Yeah, just fly there.
Like that.
There's
Yeah.
way too many
Okay.
traffic everywhere I go. So
Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
Okay. Ooh. This one. EJ, most memorable career highlight.
hell, right now it's the 94 jump in Eugene. Made myself one of the best, third in the world. Yeah, just solidify my status as a world class athlete, and yeah, made my point that I can compete with these guys any day, anyhow. So yeah, that's my most memorable right now.
What is your ultimate career goal?
Win that Olympic gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I felt that because sa mga previous interviews natin with EJ, he was open about it. He was casual about it that, the Olympics was not his ideal performance and na gusto na talagang bumawi sa Paris. So that is the ultimate. I'm curious, EJ. Uh, you're 594 now, right? And of course, you want to clear that 6 meters. Um, just curious from a sports fan's perspective, how feasible, how doable is that? And when you talk about the time, minamadali mo ba or tingin mo ba that will be done in a certain amount of time? Just
I
curious.
think in the right condition, I can jump it, in any competition right now. If we're doing analytics and all of that, the jump of the 94 jump is already way over 6 meters. If you watch they have this bar clearance. this biomechanic. So my closest one at 94 was 6.8 centimeters, and then the highest peak that I had was like 8 point something centimeters. So technically, I soared over 6 meters. The bar was just not set in 6 meters. So yeah, that keeps me excited. That makes me really, really, hopefully soon enough.
Okay. First of all, EJ, we know how busy you are. I mean, before you sat down for this interview, you're already you just came from training. So thank you so much for taking the time to join us yet again on Off the Record with Mix and Cheska. Before we let you go, do you have any message to all your supporters, to everyone that has been following your journey?
To everyone who's been following my journey, ins and outs, ups and downs, and roller coaster, 360, whatever. Thank you for sticking around. I hope I made your day a little bit happier with these good bunch of good news, and hopefully there's gonna be more to come. And yeah, I'm very very thankful for all of you guys. Probably I'm not gonna be here and standing in the podium without you. So can't wait to hopefully be able to do some more and hopefully keep making history. And thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, EJ, for always answering our texts, our DMs on Instagram, and always agreeing to guest. We appreciate your time, EJ. And again, congratulations, number three in the world. Can't wait for you to be number two, number one. There you go. EJ Obiena right here on Off the Record with Big Francesca. EJ, stay safe, buddy, and God bless.
Thank you
All
very
right.
much, Pope.
Thank you, EJ.
Thank you, EJ. Thank you, EJ. All right, so there you have it. Salamat po for joining us here on Off the Record with Biggs and Cheska on ABS-CBN Sports YouTube. For your guest requests, please do message them on Facebook and Instagram, OTR Mix and Cheska, and always follow ABS-CBN Sports on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Please do check out our daily uploads. Starting this week, daily uploads na po tayo starting at 6 p.m. So, tingnan niyo po yan sa ating ABS-CBN Sports YouTube. And of course, OTR with Mix and Cheska airs Tuesdays and Fridays at 9 p.m. So once again, this has been Off the Record with Migs.
And Cheska, and we will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you again. Bye.